Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. I'm your host, Snow, and in last episode we got our very first Pokémon, and I did actually find out who it was that I got the inspiration for this team from. It was Mystic Embryon, so if you guys think that this is a cool team or just want to show support, feel free to go check his channel out. No affiliation with him whatsoever, I just happened to stumble across one of his videos for Torchic, because I really did not want to use Mudkip for this run. You'll see right away here, I kind of forgot to heal up, and we kind of get a little bodied on this one, so we're just gonna, go heal up real quick, and we are back. So, yeah, in this episode, I'm basically gonna just kind of like walk you guys through like where to go after, you get your first Pokemon and how to get your first gym leader battle and all of that. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The first gym leader was pretty rough, so I actually want to talk about this before we go ahead and get him. So there's two Pokemon that people really like to run in almost every single team on this game, and that's going to be Breloom and Gardevoir. Now, I'm just going to give you guys a hint. We are going to go without using one of those Pokemon on this run. And as a result, I also forget that Torchic, when he evolves, becomes part fighting. And it's just safe to say mistakes were made. Okay, and when it comes to the first gym leader, mistakes were made. That's it. But yeah, if you guys remember in last episode when we talked to that person and they were like, hey, no, you can't go this way. I'm photographing like some Pokemon's like footsteps or whatever. Now that gate's opened up once you do everything that you have to do. So yeah, we're able to get through there, and this route is now accessible to us. So we are just going to pretty much just make our way over in that direction. And later on in the episode, I'll even kind of show you guys why you can't even go the other direction that may look tempting to go, which is pretty much up. If you guys remember, when May was kind of showing us how to catch a Pokemon, I believe it was, yeah, you couldn't really go much further than that, and it's, yeah. So anyways, yeah, we're going to make our way over to actually not even the first gym leader city right now. We're just going to be kind of making our way through the route, and we're actually going to meet up with their dad first. The way how they have like the map for this region, yeah, the map for this region kind of like set about. It's it can be a little confusing if you haven't played this game before, because you don't know like where to go, but it's okay. That's what this guide is here for. So yeah, like always, one thing I really like about Emerald is there's no shortage of berries. So this is the first berry patch, and you might notice that like I'm going through my computer settings right now. What I'm doing is on Emerald, if you have like the physical game cartridge, you might get this thing that like the internal battery died. And when the internal battery dies, then the berries don't grow. Time-based events can't happen because it has no idea like what time it is. Luckily, on an emulator, it's just a setting, so I just was basically checking to make sure that that was taken care of, so that way, when we plant berries, they actually grow. Because if you plant the berries, they never grow, and then you change it, then all the berries that you planted before suddenly disappear. I made that mistake last run, and I had a shortage of, orange berries. I had other kinds of berries, which are arguably more beneficial, but orange berries, man, pretty much they can only be found like early game, in my opinion. And when all of them disappear because you didn't know that about setting the clock and you already planted them with the dead battery, yeah, it kind of sucks. So don't do that, kids. But yeah, so as you can see here, we actually have a female Ralts. I decided not to catch that male Ralts from earlier because it evolves into Gardevoir. And yes, I can evolve it into Gallade, but I really don't want to do that. I would much rather take advantage of Gardevoir's special attack over Gallade's physical attack. So I'm going to keep it as a girl, but as everybody knows, Gardevoir looks very similar to a woman. So I wanted to get a female Ralts just because, it just seems like it would just flow better. And also with the nickname that we decided to give her, it makes sense. It's nothing sexist or anything like that, but it does definitely kind of add to like the low-key kind of joke about like, oh man, like it's kind of like Lopunny, if you've ever seen that video, like there's no laws about what I can and can't do with the Pokemon Batman. Like It's kind of like that. But yeah, we're gonna nickname our Ralts here, and it'll make sense when it fully evolves into a Gardevoir anyways. So we're just gonna go ahead and I think this is a pretty clever nickname. Already back at it with the kind of ridiculous nicknames for our team, but hey, that's how we do it here. So we're gonna nickname Ralts NSFW, not safe for work, and we are gonna keep pushing through. So now that we've captured Ralts, basically it's time to get going and actually head towards like the first gym leader city. But first we actually have to go speak to our dad. He'll tell us where to go, and I'll be showing you guys how to get there because we don't have a town map yet. You actually don't unlock the town map in this game until you get to the first gym leader city. And it's kind of cool because it's not a town map, it's called a Pokénav. Basically, like, instead of being like a map that you carry in your bag, it's like a application kind of thing that you guys will see. It's really cool, and I like that about this generation. So we're in the city here, and as you can see, there's this gym, and this is actually our father. So he's gonna tell us to basically kind of screw off and get stronger because we won't make it very far through him, is basically what he's saying. So yeah, but there is something that you have to do first, and you guys will see that. So we have this little dork walking in here. His name is Wally. Yeah, just read how he talks. Like, he's a bit of a dork. That's all I'm gonna say. But he does have really good luck with his first Pokemon encounter. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He gets a Ralts at a level 5 for his very first Pokemon encounter, which is kind of unheard of because Ralts is actually kind of rare. Like, when it came to me having to cut the video up, like, I don't think you guys understand. I went through like 30 minutes of recorded footage just to cut to the part where I got the Ralts. It's pretty bad. Ralts is kind of a little bit of a pain to catch. So yeah, basically our dad is going to make us go out there with Wally and teach him how to catch a Pokemon, which is pretty stupid, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's got to start somewhere, so we're going to go out with him. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't even know, like, how old this kid is. Like, the way how he talks and everything. Like, I know that everybody in this game is supposed to be 10 years old or whatever. Like, you start your Pokemon journey at 10. At least that's the way it is in the anime. But I don't know. I feel like we're so much more of a cooler 10-year-old, you know? Like, we're just more chill. He's all timid and stuff. So Ralts is kind of like a match made in heaven, but whatever. You know, we're basically, like, Wally is, he's a little bit of a dork. He doesn't really do too much to the storyline in this game, but then you still end up having to battle him when you get to the, what's it called? It's like right before you get to the Elite Four. It's like that little cave thing that you have to go through. Victory Road. When you get to Victory Road, he's like your first battle in there. But he's nothing like too serious. He's very, very passive. Kind of same thing with like the rivals in this game. Like, everybody in this region is just a lot nicer, and I'd like to think that's because Hoenn is considered to be like a real tropical region, but not exactly sure about that one. So anyways, he's kind of like even stuttering his way through trying to catch the Pokemon, and they're just giving you a tutorial, which honestly at this point in the game we could have just skipped, but the game makes you go through it. But like, yeah, like, we already have a Ralts, so we don't really need this. Like, we're independent. You know, we're 10 years old, but we like, you know, Snow's 10 years old, but he's a grown man. Like, you know, I don't even know what I'm saying right now, guys. I'm just kind of yapping. I didn't really have like a planned commentary out for this one because I accidentally edited video number 3 and then video number 2, and it's just, yeah. I've actually been taking a break because I was kind of burnt out from like playing Pokemon so much. So, and then editing. So I took a couple-day break, and it's been a couple of days since I've seen this footage, and I'm just like, man, crap. So I'm not even looking at it. I'm just kind of yapping. I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, he's just basically going to tell you to go battle Roxanne. He even gives you the name of the city. I wasn't looking, but I'm pretty sure it's Petalburg. And yeah, like, we've already made it there, like, in the actual gameplay. It's just not ported yet. But like, yeah, with Petalburg, man, like, I'm telling you guys, we struggled so bad against her because we'd opted not to get Shroomish. So without a Shroomish, and it's sad. Let me just start by saying it's really sad because we encounter a couple of Shroomish, and just the knowing that like I couldn't catch it, like, or that I wasn't going to catch it, it hurt because I love Breloom. Breloom is awesome, and most people feel that way. Even then, on Poke MMO, you always see like somebody with a Breloom trailing them. It's kind of funny. Like a lot of people love that Pokemon, but we're not using them in that. You know, we're gonna try some different things out. But this guy here, yeah, he kind of meets up with you periodically throughout the game in search of talented trainers, and eventually you catch his eye. But like right now, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to have taken your time," because he's like, "Oh, well, your clothes are too clean to be like a long-term trainer. Maybe I just have good hygiene, bro." Like, have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that? But yeah, so when you make it over here, you're gonna see there's like a beach. Now, this is the thing to know about Hoenn. The Hoenn region is, a lot of it is water. Like, a good amount of it is water based. So yeah, that's basically how it kind of is. So you end up on this beach, and you're actually going to end up saving this dude he's got like this little boat. I'll show you guys, but first we're gonna get through these battles. So right now we're actually focused on leveling up Ralts. We're just gonna swap grind him until he hits, like, I think it's level 6. Once he learns Confusion, or she, I should say, once he learns Confusion, it's game over. Ralts is kind of like pretty much good to go from there. It'll level up. It's a little weak at first, but as you keep leveling up, it ends up being awesome, because once you hit Kirlia, like the whole outlook for it as a Pokemon just completely turns around. And once you have it as Gardevoir, man, it's game over. It is game over. I do have an Abra, or I don't remember if I have it on camera or not, but I did catch an Abra. Only thing is, it's like, you know, Kadabra is really good on its own, but since I'm playing on an emulator, there's no real way that I know of to get an Alakazam, so that kind of sucks. But it's not the end of the world, because Gardevoir is still a really, really, really solid choice. Just out of the two, Alakazam ends up being slightly better than Gardevoir, and I would much rather have it just for that reason. But hey, anyways, like this guy here, we end up, I'm pretty sure it's this guy. I think he has like 3 Magikarp, and we end up like wasting a good amount of time, because we're just like, oh, well, you know, we're just gonna like swap grind. No, okay, never mind. It's a different one. Instead of swap grinding with this other like fisherman dude that's in the game that has like 3 Magikarp, I accidentally took them all out with Torchic, and I was trying to level up Ralts, and I was like, oh man. But as you can see in that little cottage with that little boat next to it, Mr. Briny, the dude that she's telling you about, he's not there. So we actually have to go like help. We have to do like a side mission in order to unlock that. You guys will see. But first things first, we have some more berries up here, and then we also pretty much have the forest, right? Petalburg Woods is what they're called in this game. We're going to be able to enter those, but first we're going to plant some berries, and then I'm pretty sure we need to go heal up. I always make it a point to heal up, and you guys will see. You guys will see. But yeah, we're going to finish planting these berries, and then rather than going into the forest, we're going to head back into town. So, but not without battling her first. So there is a battle here, and I honestly wish that Petalburg Woods in this game was a little bit larger, or a little bit more of a maze, kind of like Viridian Forest. But I get it. Woods aren't as big as a forest is, so it just makes sense. And it's a smaller region in general. Like most of the region, like I said, is water. But with these wooded sections, man, I wish it was a bit more of a maze, because Viridian Forest was a little bit of a maze. Not too challenging, but it was a maze nonetheless. Anyways, I decided, you know, screw it. We're just not going to do that. And then, yeah, I don't even know what I was doing here, because I turned right around and ran right back. And I didn't even care to like crop it out or edit it out. Like, I'm just like, dude, I don't even feel like putting in that much work on this right now. You guys are just gonna see how like sometimes like the decisions that I make in this game just don't make any. They just don't make any sense. Sorry, my mic cut out there. But yeah, here I had completely forgotten where my dad, or where our dad told us the next gym leader was. So you guys will see. Like, I'm just gonna use this as like a teaching moment here, right? I don't know what I was doing there, but if you were to go back over this way, and because like this part had confused me a little bit, I was like, well, there's 2 different ways I can go, right? Because I had completely forgotten about it. If you go back to this first little town and you go up, you will see, after we get past this guy, you will see, okay, you need surf to go anywhere from there, and then this part's just kind of cut off up here. So, like, yeah, there's really like nowhere that you can actually go. So it just makes sense, like, you know, okay, we're gonna keep going over to the left. We had it right the first time around, but I wanted to kind of show you guys that, like, you can't actually go like up from there. So you just have to keep going over to the left, and you make your way over into Petalburg City, and then you just keep going over to the left more, and you end up in Petalburg Woods. So yeah, just wanted to kind of show you guys that in case any of you guys were confused, or if you had remembered like that there was that other route up there. You can't actually take it. And again, still don't know what I'm actually doing here. Okay, I guess that we decided now that we're going to heal up. And then this is actually something I like to do in every Pokemon game. I blow money early in the game knowing it'll come back, but we're just gonna re-up on potions and all kinds of status heals. I like to have different types of status heals and potions and whatnot in my bag at all times, because you just never know, and it's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, I actually want to start this with all of my runs. I don't find that there's a big need for them, but just in case I need it, or just in case I get lost, I'm going to start holding one escape rope in my bag at all times. Now, I didn't buy one here, but, you know, in a later episode, we'll buy one. It's nothing really too crazy, but I definitely recommend spending money early game. Like, this isn't like Poke MMO, so you can really just blow money early game. Like, dude, get as much items as you can in your bag. Like, make sure that you are stocked up on at least a couple of every kind of status heal. And this game, you also have berries, so I just stack up on both. And then, as well as that, make sure you have at least one escape rope in your bag at all times. If you end up using it, go buy another one right away. Like, you don't really necessarily need them that often, because, like, the sections in each Pokemon region aren't necessarily too hard to get through, but should you need one, or should you find yourself needing one, you can never go wrong with having an escape rope. So, that's where I'm going to leave that at. Really wish I had bought one, because I would like to think of myself as more organized and put together, but hey. Anyways, yeah, so we're just kind of rolling around through these woods, and as you guys can see here, like, all you really have to do is just go to the left and then go up, and you're practically out. It's not like Viridian Forest or Eterna Forest or even not Petalburg Forest. I don't remember the name for the Unova region one, but it's okay. It's not like any of those other kind of forest regions that you'll see in other games. It's actually really small. There's not too much of like a puzzle that you have to get through in terms of like the land parts of this region, in my opinion. Really, like, the biggest part would be what's it called? Matter of fact, we'll just get to it when we get there, but I think it's called Fire Tunnel or something. Anyway, I don't remember the names right now. But yeah, so as you can see, we are pretty much like halfway through the forest right now. We're just going to keep following the path here, and we're actually going to run into this guy. And this guy's pretty important because he works for this company called the Devon Corporation. Now, keep that in mind because they're a little bit of a part of the storyline. So he asks us if we've seen any Shroomish, and then there's a Team Aqua member who decides that, hey, you know, he's going to try and steal these papers. I think they're to like a patent or something. I don't remember. I was just kind of speeding through it, just trying to record as much as I could in like a episode length of time. So we end up in a battle with this guy here, but that's okay. That is perfectly alright, because he only has one Pokemon, and it really sucks. He just sends out, pretty sure it's a Poochyena. Yep. So he sends out Poochyena, and this is something that I had completely forgotten about, but it's good for you guys to know if you ever decide to use this, and you haven't played this game before. If you have a Ralts, its Confusion doesn't work on Poochyena, because Poochyena is a dark type, and I completely forget. I always think it's a normal type for whatever reason, and it's not the case. So Poochyena is not affected by it, so that's fine. We're just going to swap out anyways over to Chicken Joe, and we're just going to burn the crap out of it. That's about it. But this is really annoying, right? He uses one sand attack, and look at how many he gets away with. So we're going to go Ember. Misses. Again, miss. Again, missed. I think he... Okay. I was about to say, if he hits me one more time, or if he misses one more time, I'm actually going to lose it. Like, he only used one sand attack, and it caused us to miss 3 turns in a row. Like, that's unheard of. I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be that bad right off the bat, but hey, the computer got lucky there. Anyways, so yeah, he's like, you got some nerve meddling with Team Aqua, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, then afterwards, like, the Devon Corporation guy is going to give you like a little bit of a task, pretty sure. So he gives you a Great Ball, and he gives you some kind of hint here, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, guys, I'm sorry. I wish I did. So basically, yeah, from there, look, it's really simple. You just go up here, come over this way. I guess we're going to talk to this guy first. No dip. No dip, Sherlock. Anyways. So yeah. Now, Nincada was actually another Pokemon that I was thinking about using for this run as well. But the thing is, with Nincada, he evolves, like, if you have the open slot for it, you get both Ninjask and Shedinja, but I ended up not finding them as useful to me as I was originally hoping that they would be when I first played this game with Swampert. So, yeah, I decided not to go with them. We're just going to pick up this Ether here, and then you can literally see to our right, there's a sign, like, it's super, super quick and easy to get out of Petalburg Woods. It's insane. So there really isn't too much of a tutorial for it, but, like, you know, we're just including it because it's part of the journey anyways. So here we have some more berries, and like I'm telling you guys, almost every single route that you go to in this region, there is berries. I freaking love this game because if there's one thing that I love about, like, Pokemon game is if you can have a frick ton of berries, like, why not? So I really like this region because you can have, like, a bunch of berries and a bunch of different, like, healing items, and it's just great because I like being stocked up, you know? I kind of enter, like, mother mode, if you will. Completely joking. And then in this little building above us, like, I'm pretty sure I could go in there and I could get, like, some, like, it's like a watering pail, but I completely decided not to do it, or not even that I decided not to do it, I just completely forgot about it, so we'll go back there and get it. It's not too big of a deal. All it does is it just makes the berries grow back faster, which there's nothing wrong with, but yeah, and then there's just going to be some battles over here, but really, as you guys will see, it's pretty quick and pretty simple to get through and on to the next part. Now, as you guys can see here, NSFW is growing really quickly, and yeah, I don't even know why I have her out here for this battle. I got lucky there, almost got KO'd, but it's so good because I remembered, oh wait, we have a whole fire type on our team. Completely forgot about it because I just got into, like, the mode, into, like, the flow state with just grinding out for NSFW. Then there's this guy over here. Really recommend you battle him because his literal name is, like, Rich Boy something, and he pays out pretty well. He pays you like 1,400 for winning, and all you have to do is take out his level 7 Zigzagoon. Like, dude, that's easy money. Just keep throwing it my way, you know? Yeah, like, dude is weak sauce and doesn't even know it. But he has a whole full restore for his level 7 Zigzagoon just because he's got money. It's kind of crazy. Because, like, you know, we just outclassed him there. Like, his Pokemon are weak. Anyways, yeah, we're going to just run this quick double battle, and I'm pretty sure that's the last battle of this route until we get into the next city, which is awesome. So, NSFW lived by, like, the skin of his teeth on that one. I honestly thought that he had, or she had fainted. But yeah, and oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. Okay, so you guys will see, like, NSFW barely has any health left, so I wasn't even thinking. Bro, it's 3 Magikarp. I could have totally kept him in and just leveled him up. Her up. Jesus, I'm really bad at this. Sorry, guys. Note to self, stop recording these stoned. Noted. But yeah, no, like, NSFW, like, I realized it at the very last second. I was like, oh, wait, it's Magikarp. Like, I could just keep on using Confusion and I'm fine. You can't do anything to me. So yeah, that was a slow moment, and I don't even think I was stoned when I was doing the gameplay for this. I'm completely honest with you guys. Like, yeah, wow. Anyways, we're gonna plant some more berries. So just one right there. Gonna put one right here. Let's see, which one should we use? Cherry berry? I think we're going to use an orange berry next. Let me see. Yeah, got the orange berry. And then if you talk to this lady, she gives you a chesto berry. So that's pretty cool. And let's just go up from here. Literally, here's the next city. It's that quick, that simple, that easy. Rustboro City right here. Didn't really mean to go into here, but we're just going to go heal up at the Pokemon Center, which is right up here. And other than that, guys, that makes up the majority of this video. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And stay tuned for next episode where we do the painstaking process of taking on Roxanne. But until next time, guys, as always, peace.